So where you may even be holding a sweater and be able to know if the child is dead or alive.
Oh, I see. So you work for detectives, like a psychic detective too?
I do whatever spirit leads to do.
Okay.
And I have had a very adventurous life.
Beautiful.
That's what you used to say about me.
Oh, you still are, baby. But 500,000 bucks comes in a close second.
By the Spirit of God, certainly. One woman who's a registered nurse, her daughter was in a hospital, a local hospital here, in critical care. And the mother had come to see me before, so when her daughter, 18 years old, ended up in the hospital, told that she was not going to make it.
Oh, dear.
Because of pancreatitis and double pneumonia.
That's a lot to have at once.
Yes, and so she called me in. She had to get permission for me to come in, but they were familiar with the term Reiki.
Baby, there's somebody following us. Who is that?
They worked their schedule around me, and even though she had all the tubes in and such, and I was only able to touch a couple places, which is okay, the healing's going to flow, can even flow through a distance. I even do long distance healing because the big guy knows where everybody is.
Yes, of
and
course.
what they need. Distance and space and time make no difference to him.
Well, that was true. That your Casey also.
She got very, very hot, and we turned a fan on, and she was able to take a little bit of Jell-O. It's the first thing she'd eaten in days. And I worked about another 10 minutes on her, and I left. I said, look for big changes to occur. Well, a few days later, the mother called me up. That night, they had taken the tubes out. The next day, they moved her from ICU. 3 days later, they released her from the hospital.
Oh, that's wonderful.
3 days later after that, she went back to school. The nurses said just from the double pneumonia, she should have been there 3 weeks.
I have a phone call for you.
Well, sometime today, Sergio.
I've been through so many periods of brokenness in my life, and this isn't anything that I have ever earned.
Well, I know you work through 3 clinics. That must be really getting you busy in San Diego.
Oh, it's nice. Yes.
Well, I read in your book that you were very successful in healing your own horse.
Yes, he was my first one, in fact.
Your first one. That was really interesting. I really liked that story. How what he has some sort of a cancerous growth on his skin. That you healed that.
Oh, it was right after the lightning strike, and I'd been in bed for 3 days because they had taken me first to the emergency room. They found me out on the pasture 3 hours after I had left the house. So.
Oh, great!
I was up on the seat of the truck. I don't know how it got in there. And my husband shook me by the shoulders, woke me up, took me to the emergency room, did the EKG. My heart was fine. Or ECG, one of those.
It doesn't make any difference at this point.
I'm not a medical doctor, can you tell?
You're a natural healer.
And also, my eyesight and my hearing were almost gone. And my skin was so sensitive to the touch. And my eyesight came back better than ever. I was on the verge of needing glasses before the strike.
So you don't wear glasses anymore.
Oh, no, no, no.
I can't imagine an angel wearing glasses either.
Told you to come alone.
Just a little.
That'll give him the attention. And my hands got hot, and I thought, well, maybe it's the bacteria from this virus. And I didn't think anything of it and went and washed. The next day I came out, the red blisters had now turned white. The day after that, all the blisters had fallen off, and there was new hair there. I still didn't put it together.
No, he needed to have you heal him, not the doctor. Of course, I'm sure the doctor was doing what he's supposed to do, but...
Son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Frank! I think you're a very stupid man!
So I envisioned myself in the back of a vet's office.
Yes.
So I said a prayer for myself, and I put my hands on places that needed healing. I had been diagnosed with fibroid cysts in my uterus.
I'll kill him! No, Sergio, no!
I mean, the big guy, the Lord, he created us, and he wants us to be whole. And we should see ourselves as being whole. There's more than a possibility. There's a promise to be whole physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And he made us to be caretakers of the earth and of the animals, so why wouldn't he heal them too?
I agree with you. Well, I think we could talk for another 4 hours, but unfortunately our time is running out.
You want to be next?
You proved your point, Frank! You proved your point!
That's one of the most interesting I ever heard. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I would thank our crew too for all their dedication. And be sure to visit the First Spiritual Church where angels come, and so can you. God bless.
I always was a better businessman than him.